All right, welcome to day 480, how to be strong and confident. Today's video is an 11-minute video. And yes, it says strong, confident women, but honestly, it really applies to men also. So don't get bugged and bothered if you're a man, you don't think this video applies to you. It does apply to you. I will say straight up that this is not one of my favorite videos, okay? But I picked it as an example. The title of this channel is called Slightly Better, which I think is super cute. You might not. It's got a lot of subscribers, but I like the title. It's really all you need. Tip number one, just get slightly better every day. Slightly better every day. You know, slightly better in your eating, slightly better in your water. You know, I literally, not even another bottle extra, but like one more sip extra, you know? Let's say yesterday you lined up 3 bottles of water and you finished it. Today, 3 bottles of water and literally one more sip before you go to bed, right? A little glass, just slightly better. We go to the gym and we get intimidated by these people that look much fitter than us. And they lift heavier weights than us. But who cares if it's January 10th and they're gone by February 10th? If you can get slightly better every time you go, one more push-up, you know, in the long run, you'll win. This is in everything. Reading. If you had 2 students in a class, and one kid reads 5 pages a night, and the next kid reads 6 pages a night, you'll win. Or you read 5 pages one time, and then, you know, a whole book the next time, whatever it is. I will tell you, I read 50 pages of this yesterday, and I listened to it on audio. Steve Lloyd, my friend who lives on the yacht, recommended this book. It's very, very good. Banker's Code. It's a money book by George Anton. Banker's Code. Highly recommended. I'm gonna start talking about it because the last half of it talks a lot about like what Chris Nagle talks about with infinite banking, but the beginning of it, how he explains money and who really controls the money, very fascinating. So I will tell you, financially speaking, I am slightly better today than I was yesterday because I read 50 pages of this, and I had the courage to buy a couple $100 of Dogecoin, a couple $100 of Cardano, a couple $100 of other Bitcoins, you know, a couple $100 of Ethereum, 1800, now it's up to 2000. You got to have this little kind of, you stick to that plan, right? Slightly better every day. That's all it takes, you know. Sally just said, I joined the 100-pound club. That's awesome. It's just slightly better every day. You work on your anxiety a little bit every day. How do you become strong and confident? This is it, you know. This is just slightly better every day. Tip number 2, right? In this video, tip number 2. This is a big one. Complaining only makes you a slave to the situation. All right. So why do I not like this video for the most part? You can find lots of videos like these on YouTube, and you will listen to this. And this is the type of video I would listen to when I was, you know, I probably do 10 to 15 YouTube videos a day. And when I was in my darks area, man, I just nonstop YouTube videos, right? Self-help. And this would be an example of one I would listen to because it would just play continuously. And this is good for a lot of people. A lot of people, wherever they are in their life, they need to start with a video like this one. If you have a young lady in your life, a college student, a high schooler, this would be a great video to show them. This would be a great video to show my fan page or to show, you know, the Transformation Tribe. But it's not, hopefully, you know, hopefully you guys will get something out of it, but you are really looking forward to what Dr. V has to say because you know there's something deeper. In other words, what did they call that? Like pop music, like bubblegum pop? Is that what they call it? Where it's like fluffy, Katy Perry, bubblegum pop, right? Isn't that what they call it? Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears, bubblegum pop. This is kind of like that in self-help. It's very superficial stuff. And if you actually took the time to write down all the 11 tips, you'd probably look at it and go, 5 of these are about the same things. 5 of these are the same things another way, right? Being said another way. But sometimes that's helpful, depending on where you are, what you need to do. This would be a good background one to put on and not really worry about it, let it sink in. This, you need to pay attention to. Difference, right? So, a good example of something that might, because people aren't aware, would be tip number 2. Complaining only makes you a slave to the situation. That's a good line. That's powerful. Now, average people, watch this. Average people think complaining is the same as solving a problem. Okay? This is 2A. Watch this. Average people think complaining is the same as solving a problem. And it's not. Watch this. Because of today, social media, below average people think that posting about it is the same thing as solving it. Below average people think that posting about it on Facebook or social media is the same as trying to fix the problem. Average people will complain to the boss. Below average people will complain about the boss on social media. Average people complain to the boss. Below average people will complain about the boss, about the program, about the company on social media. Above average people understand that complaining does not fix the problem. Does this make sense? Complaining only makes you a slave to the situation. Because once you post that post, what happens? It starts a spiral. It's a death spiral. You are trapped in that situation. Someone shares it, someone shows it to your boss, and now your boss calls you in the next morning, and now, because you can't be wrong, because that's your ego talking there, you double down. Can you believe it? The boss called me in. My coworker, I can't believe my coworker shared my post, or they're trolling me on my Facebook page. That's not cool. Like, that's my personal time, my personal page. I can do whatever I want. No, you can't. It's not true. You just think it's true, but it's not true. So it throws you down this death spiral, and you can't be wrong. So you double down on the situation and you make it much worse. Does this make sense? It makes you a slave to the situation. Complaining only makes you a slave to the situation. Tip number 3. Successful, strong, confident, successful people embrace problems. All right, let me say it another way. Strong, confident people know, not think, know that there is a solution to every problem. They have to find it. Average people walk around and think, oh my gosh, I have this problem. I don't know what to do. It's so stressful. I'm so anxious. Now lean back if this is you, because I know some of you motherfuckers are still doing it. Some of you guys are still walking around going, oh, this happened, and I have anxiety, and I have this and that. You need to stop that shit. Okay? What do I do, Dr. V? What happened? I can't stop snacking, and I've got this problem and that problem. Stop it. That's what average people do. Okay? They take to social media to complain about their problems. Above average people, successful people, don't think. They know that there is a solution to every fucking problem. Your problems are not unique. Your problems are not special. Your problems someone else has already had, and they've solved it. Remember, you survived 100% of all your hard days. So you will get over this too. You just have to find the solution. So that takes me to tip number 4. Successful people is always interested in learning, trying to find solutions, reading books, watching videos. They are interested. They're not angry at a problem. They embrace a problem and they go looking for the solution. Does this make sense? Now, at some point, you'll get better and better. At one point, all I had was YouTube videos. All I had was books and audiobooks and reading. I had no friends. I had no mentors. But as I fixed my problems, now I have several friends that I can call to and write about and text and message. And hey, I have a problem. Do you have 5 minutes of your time? What do I do here? Do you know anybody? Can you help me? So as you become successful, as you become more confident, you become faster, you have more resources with your learning. Does this make sense? I'll use Shan as an example, just finished school, got her degree, got her promotion. Now she's starting to collect her mentors. Her old boss got a promotion. You want to nourish those relationships, because you will encounter a problem that one day you will hopefully be able to message your old boss and say, how did you handle this? I have this problem. What do I need to do? Do you have a book I can read? Do you have any interesting ideas or thoughts, questions? And sometimes, I will tell you, my friends, my mentors, it's not a long conversation. Like, I'm not going back to school. Does this make sense? Like, they're not telling me, you need to pay me $3,000 and then I'll give you this online course. They are literally giving me 1 or 2 questions to ask, or 1 or 2 experiential dictums that radically changes my world. So I'll give you an example. I was having a problem with a person, and I said to Greg, what do I do about this person? Like, I want to help them. I'm trying to help them, and they just won't do what I tell them to do. And this is when my mentor said to me, hey Doc, listen, I got out of the begging people to let me help them business a long time ago. I got out of the begging people to let me help them business a long time ago. I got out of that business. And I said, thank you very much. Have a great day. Hung up the phone. It was literally a 30-second phone conversation. So there was nothing I needed to read, nothing I needed to watch. I just needed to understand that I've got to stop begging people to let me help them. So I quit. It radically changed my relationship with that person, because I quit chasing after them saying, watch this, read this, do this, your life will change, blah, blah, blah. I just quit. Does this make sense? So what happens is, as you go through life, you are successful, strong people try to gather resources around them. Filters. This is a good one. This is not a good one. Like Everyday Wisdom by Wayne Dyer. I listen to that video all the time. Jim Rohn videos. I listen to those all the time. His weekend seminars. You know, they're 4 hours long. You know, I listen to them all the time. I'm in the middle of this, Wayne Dyer interviews Abraham Hicks, 2.5-hour video this morning. I'm an hour into it. I've listened to it, I've listened to bits of it before. This is the first clip where they have the full 2.5 hours. I go back, I get these resources, including books and YouTube videos, people, mentors, and I sift through it a lot faster. That's what you have to do, right? Tip number 5, successful people. This is not in the video, but this is what you guys are paying me to tell you. Successful people, confident people, recognize the situation faster than average people. This is a huge aha. This is very helpful to you. This is not in today's video. This is what you are paying for. Successful people recognize the situation a lot faster than average people. Like as a surgeon, when I would do a dissection, when I get into a belly, I see scar tissue this way, I go, oh, I know you. You got spleen all up in there. I know what this is. I was helping another surgeon. I was helping a OB-GYN operate one day when I got to Albuquerque, and there were these adhesions. I don't know why. OB-GYNs just don't feel comfortable taking down adhesions. So they called me to come in. I was in the middle of a clinic. I wasn't too busy. I said, I'll be right back. I only had 3 or 4 people. I was like, I'll be right back. I get into the OR. My OR was literally down the hallway. My office was literally down the hallway from the OR. So I scrubbed in, got into the belly, and I looked at it, and I said, oh, okay. And I mean, they were completely like, we need help. We don't know. Like, is this safe? Or like that. And I was like, I recognize this. And so I was like, do you want to do it? And I can show you. And okay, so, I let him do a little bit. And then I was like, stop. He goes, what? I said, there's colon right back behind there. And he goes, how do you know? I said, I just recognize. It's like, I just know. I was like, do not. And I was like, let me show you something real quick. So I took the dissectors away from him. And I just, I took a Q-tip. It's called a Q-tip. It's not really a Q-tip. It's a surgical instrument. And I just like swept down and swept down and swept down, and I rolled it over, and whoop. Once you roll it over, there's the colon. And he goes like, God damn, there's the colon. I was like, I know. See, successful people recognize the problem faster. Like, I know you. Average people don't. Average people see a guy at the bar and says, oh, he's cute. Oh, he's looking at me. Oh, he bought me a drink. Successful people go, oh, I used to be married to him. He's in a different body, but I used to be married to him. I already know this story. I know how this ends up. This does not end up well. See, losers keep drinking and driving. Successful people know, man, I got away with it, but I'm going to Uber next time. Losers go, oh, I want a house. Why? Interest rates are low. So, I got a raise. Okay, so what? I got a bonus. So what? But I want to buy a house. Why? I just want to buy. This is not a good time to buy a house. I just want one. Okay. And then what happens? Oh my God, there's no place to buy. Everyone's bidding cash. Prices are outrageous. Okay, so don't buy. Successful people sit there and go, okay, well, then this is not the time to buy. Unsuccessful people go, no, I want a house, so I'm going to pay $65,000 over asking price. I'm going to do this and blah, 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 rehab. And so they get their loan approved. And 2 years from now, they're going to be like, I'm fucking upside down. This is ridiculous. I drained my bank account for no reason. I'm stuck in this place. I skipped on inspections and now I have this problem and that problem and this problem. Like, yeah, that's right. See, successful people identify the problem a lot faster. That's all it is. I can see it a lot faster. Economics. I know we're in a huge, massive bubbles. I know it can't go on forever. I know inflation. How long have I been talking about inflation? And now they're just kind of starting to say, maybe it's here. It's fucking here. I just recognize it. Okay? This is super important. Next tip. We're almost done. Tip number next one. Strong, confident people. Confident people. I'm not even going to say strong. I'm going to say confident people. This is very important. Confident people know they're not perfect. We know, because I'm confident, we know we are not perfect. Average people look at confident people and think they're know-it-alls. They think that, oh, they're arrogant. Oh, they just think their shit don't stink. No. Average people think their shit don't stink. Average people think they know it all. Average people have opinions. Average people are everything that they complain about confident people. Arrogant, hard-headed. I am not hard-headed. I just recognize a problem faster. Just because you can't see it, not my problem. I'm telling you, I can already fix this problem. Right? I already know what to do. You want to toil around down there for a little bit longer? Help yourself. I don't need to do it. It comes off as arrogant. It's just not true. Arrogant and stubbornness, hard-headedness, that's average people. Confident people know they don't know. Confident people know they're not perfect. We know we will make mistakes. That's why we pay for masterminds. That's why we pay to go to conferences. That's why I pay for books. My friend Steve Lloyd, on a stupid fucking minute-and-a-half video, he was being interviewed by somebody, and they asked him, they said, what would you recommend people do? And he goes, buy The Banker's Code. It's a great book. It'll change your life. So I did. I sent him a text. I bought this book. He's like, it's a really good book. I said, I know. You recommended it on a video. He probably even forgot that he recommended that book. See, successful people, confident people know that we need to surround ourselves with people ahead of us, and we're not intimidated by them, and we don't feel bad about ourselves. Just because I don't feel bad about myself because my friend Aaron's business is going to go to $500 million. Like, I don't feel bad about myself because Steve is like running around in his fucking 50-foot yacht all over the Bahamas. Like, I don't, Steve told me yesterday in March. Steve texted me yesterday, March. So he goes, I bought an apartment building in March for $70 million in March. So March, April, May, June. 4 months later. He goes, a hedge fund just offered us $120 million for it. And I said no. I said, why? Because I'm telling everybody to sell. I'm not jealous. I'm not pissed off. I'm excited for him. I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. How do you do that? I want to know. So the first thing I wanted to know is, why didn't you sell? Because that's a $50 million profit. Listen to me. $50 million profit in 4 months, which might take a month to close. So let's give it 5 months. $10 million a month profit, because he just bought this apartment building in March. And I said, why wouldn't you sell? I'm just curious now. He goes, well, because we're doing some things to it, and I think we could sell it for $150 million. And besides, I'm selling 3 mobile home parks this year. So, all right. I didn't know he had 3 mobile home parks. He's like, come on down to the yacht. Life is good. I said, I might need to make a trip here pretty soon. But see, my point is, I wasn't jealous. I wasn't insecure. I didn't feel bad about myself because my buddy is making $10 million a month. And I'm like, oh, look at little old me. I'm curious. How did you do it? It's average people that think that way. It's average and below average people who get jealous, who have self-confidence issues, who compare themselves to someone else. Oh, but she's at goal weight. Oh, she makes it look so easy. He's a hustler. He's entrepreneurial. He had it good. I'm nobody. I'm just an anxiety ball. Look at me. I'm just an anxiety ball. See, that's what average people do. Average people feel like I need to be special. What's special about me? I am so fucking stressed out. I am so fucked up, you can't help me. I am so messed up, I need sleeping pills, I need pain pills, I need anxiety pills. I just can't deal with my situation because it's so bad. Successful people find the solutions. They know that there are solutions to every problem. Average people sit there and go, oh no, I'm so fucked up, there is no solution to my problem. And if there is, it's really fucking hard to find. I have to have the world's leading experts. I have to have the best doctors. I have to have the best therapists. My problem is buried so fucking deep. And I sit there and go, really? I think you just pay for it and hire somebody and your problem's done. Oh, but where do I get the $1,000? Oh my God, they wanted $1,500 to build this fence. So you're out there in the heat building this fence that you don't know what you're doing? Okay, that's such a stressful, horrible problem. It sounds like just a choice to me. Sounds just like a decision to me. But okay, you do it your way. You get it. All right. Does this make sense? See, we confident people know they're not perfect. What are they confident about, Dr. Vuong? We're confident in our ability to solve the problem. I am confident that I can figure it out. I am confident that if there's a problem, I can either pay for it, hire a specialist, ask one of my mentors, ask somebody in my mastermind, YouTube it, fucking powdery mildew, YouTube it, fucking, why are my tomatoes blossoms not setting? I can YouTube it. How do I go from $40,000 a month to $100,000 a month? I can ask a mentor. I can read a book. What do I need to do to prepare for the next crisis? What are you really confident about? The answer is successful people are confident in their ability to solve the problem. That's a huge aha. Give me an aha! If you just had the switch go, oh, confident people aren't arrogant. Confident people, don't have degree. It's not because you have a degree that you're confident. You know how many surgeons I've met and how many people, successful people I've met that have no confidence? Do you know how many attorneys I know that have no self-confidence? You know how many gorgeous, beautiful people I know that have no self-confidence? See, that's not what it's about. See, average people think confident people are confident because of how they look, or they have a degree, or they're smart. No. The answer is this. Confident people are confident in their ability to solve problems, find a solution. And as long as you understand that I can find a solution, I have no anxiety. I have no stress. Who understands this? I don't stress out about my kitchen because my maid's coming tomorrow. I don't stress out if my dog, I don't have a dog, my kid's not here, whatever, my guests come to my house and make a mess. Oh my God, look who's gonna clean this. Saida's gonna clean this tomorrow. My maid's gonna clean this tomorrow. I don't stress out about it. I am confident that I will have a solution for these muddy, dirty floors. Does this make sense? Let me give you your elevator tip, and we are done. Who wants an elevator tip? Who wants me to put this up on YouTube? Who thinks this is very useful? Who wants an elevator tip? Let's do this. Dr. Vuong, is hard. I get what you're saying. I need to learn more. I need to try to do more. But what is it? Like, I can't get over the hump. Why do I back away from the challenge? Why? I get what you're saying, and I know I need to do it more. I know I need to embrace the suck. I know I need to, like, the challenge is where you're uncomfortable. I know I gotta get comfortable with being uncomfortable. All this bullshit stuff, right? Lift me up, Dr. V. How do I get confident? Here's the answer. You start with a vibrational state. That's your elevator tip. Confidence starts with a vibrational state. You have to vibrate your energies at a level that is confidence. By that I mean, I vibrate at a level where I go, ain't a problem. I can fix that. I'll figure it out. And Erica's like, what? But this and that, and this happened. Like, babe, I got it. Don't worry about it. It's a vibrational state. So here's your elevator tip. Here's your bonus tip. So elevator tip is you have to get to this vibrational state. And you can create it just like this. First of all, let me show you. Let's do it right now. You ready? Let me do it right now. Whatever you're doing, whether you're sitting watching me, you're laying in bed, you're on your walk. Stop what you're doing. If you're laying in bed, I want you to stand up. If you're slouching in a chair, I want you to sit up tall. If you can, stand up tall. If you're walking, you need to stop walking right now, as long as you don't get run over by a car. But stop walking right now. I want you to stand up real tall and take a real deep breath. And just go, I'm a confident motherfucker. I'm a confident motherfucker. I have confidence in me. I will figure this shit out. I got this. See, automatically, some of y'all are like, everyone's staring at me. Yeah, that's what it fucking takes, man. Yeah, you can use an F-bomb if you want, but sometimes, like, you need an F-bomb to get you there. You can't get there without saying, shit damn motherfucker! You gotta, like, yell it. The other day I was sitting when Erica's friends were visiting, Joe and Nicole, and they were just talking about some shit. I can't remember. And I looked at them and I said, Nicole and Joe. They looked at me. They stopped talking what they were talking about. They looked at me and they said, what, Duc? And I said, I'm a fucking money magnet! Go back doing what you were doing. I'm fucking uber confident. I will figure this shit out. Okay, so that's your elevator tip. You have to find this vibrational state. I got this shit. I'm confident. Let me give you your bonus tip. Because no elevator tip is good without a bonus tip. The bonus tip is this. The only question is, how long can you maintain it? How long can you maintain this level of confidence? How long do you know? How long can you feel that you're a money magnet? How long do you know, dude, if I meet this girl, she cannot say no to me. If I go for this job interview, this is my fucking job. You are going to... Remember the Tom Brady story? Tom Brady, when he got drafted, the 6th round of the NFL, and Robert Kraft, he went up to shake his hand, and he goes, I'm going to show you, you just made the best decision of your life. I know this is my fucking job to lose. You are going to let me enter this program. Les Brown says, you survived 1 out of 250 million sperm to give me this contract. The only question is, how long can you maintain this vibrational state? Let me give you a bonus tip. Dr. V, that's so hard. I can't do it. Really? No, I can't do it. Yeah, I've had abuse. I didn't grow up with a dad. I grew up poor. I was in an abusive relationship. I don't know this sort of stuff. Really? You can't do it? No, I can't do it. Really? Because it sounds to me like you've been maintaining that negative vibrational state your whole fucking life. Oh, ow! Bitch slappy. Can I have an amen? You've been maintaining the negative, I can't do it, I'm stressed out, I'm an anxiety ball, vibrational negative state your whole fucking life. You've been doing it for years. But when I sit there and say, hey, just maintain a positive vibrational state. Oh, I can't do that. It's so hard. Yeah, I know. But you've been doing it your whole life. Just the wrong way. You've been focusing on the problem, not the solution. You've been focusing on what others have and what you lack, as opposed to saying, if Dr. Vuong's dad can do it, I can do it. If Dr. Vuong can go from $4 billion in debt to retired 6 years later, you can do it. You've been doing it. See, you don't have to believe that you can do it. I already know that you can do it because you've been maintaining the negative state the whole time. You just don't recognize that's what you've been doing. And that's why everybody needs a fucking mentor to do this to you, to point it out to you. You're stuck at $10,000 a month because you keep saying you can't make 12, you can't make 15. This friend of mine on a Facebook post says, he did this post, how would your life change if you made an extra $5,000 a month? I said, this is a stupid question. Most people's lives wouldn't change. And his response was, Doc, no, this is an extra $5,000 a month. I said, I read the fucking question. I know what you wrote. If someone is making $1,000, $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month isn't going to change their fucking life. Who understands what I'm trying to say? First of all, they wouldn't get it because they can't believe, they can't see it. They wouldn't do it. And if they got $5,000 a month, they would quickly spend it and go back to $2,000. It wouldn't change their life at all. This is every lottery winner. If someone's making $50,000 a month, and now you're asking them, is another $5,000 a month going to help you? Dude, that's a weekend trip with me and Erica. I don't know what you're like. My life wouldn't really change that much. He goes, oh, okay, I get it. So what you're saying is, $5,000 a month wouldn't change your life. Okay, we got it. I said, no, your question is stupid. Your better question is, how would your life change if you had an extra $500 a month? If you had an extra $750 a month? Resellers, you would help more people if you showed them how to make an extra $500 a month. Who understands what I'm trying to say? Because if you're a single mom or single dad and you're living off of $2,000 a month, an extra $750 would change your fucking life. And it's right there within grasp. They can see how they could do that. They could see it's possible. But you tell them $5,000 a month, not possible for me, possible for you. And the negative vibrations come up. Who understands what I'm trying to say? This is powerful. Day 480. How do you become a successful, confident, strong person? This is how you do it. I am confident in my ability to find solutions. I love y'all very much. Have an amazing, amazing day. Bye, guys.